Hi, I'm Bea, and today we're at Bionic, which installs startup ecosystems into the nation's top companies to help them discover and build the future. Today we're going to talk about how to manage being grateful for your job while also wanting more for your career, how to ask for help when you're the one in charge, and what to do when you're an entrepreneur and you've gone from being the captain to the soldier. I'm Bea Arthur. No, not that one. I'm an entrepreneur, licensed therapist, and women's advocate. And I'm stepping out to help women with their work issues, one office at a time.
Being a millennial right now in the workplace and just a woman in the workplace has a lot of stereotypes surrounding it. I would love to hear from you where the healthy balance is between being really grateful for what you have and still wanting so much more.
Never, ever, ever table your ambition. You are in this world to serve not a boss, not your parents, but only to your highest good. And if your highest good means being your best somewhere else, don't ever let anybody tell you that you should just be grateful for it. I always think it's strange, this idea like relative gratitude. Like, yeah, should I be grateful that I have an apartment if it has rats in it? Like, no, like it's okay to want more for yourself, and women have a really big problem with that. And you see it with this younger millennial generation like yourself. Like, if you know how valuable you are, why would you like restrain yourself?
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you're always here to grow. You're going to be a work in progress to the day you die.
Right.
You're doing a disservice to yourself and your talents if you don't evolve. So yeah, be grateful and then like, you know, put in your time or whatever, but like always serve your highest self and your best self every day.
I'm a talent team of one at this point, and it's exciting. I love the challenge of being able to manage multiple things at once, but I think one of my big concerns is how do I raise my hand when it's time to ask for help? I don't want to make it seem like I can't do my job, but at times it's like really overwhelming for me to be able to say, hey guys, I'm over here, I'm drowning.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you're doing all of this by yourself?
Yes.
Congratulations for doing your thing for so long by yourself. That's amazing. And remember, you don't have to do it by yourself. There's other people in this company. Other people have teams. You deserve a team. I don't think anybody will think less of you. I think that's a woman thing. We all just want to, you know, overcompensate. We're taught to like do twice as much just to be considered just as good. And yeah, that got you here. Now, if you want to be efficient, like it's time to like really delegate accordingly. You know, you can continue to do everything, but you won't be able to do everything well. So as long as you remove emotion from it, because I know that's what you're worried about, being seen as weak or like incompetent, but clearly you're competent.
That's the biggest concern.
Yeah, totally. And like I totally get it, but like the way a dude would do it is just go straight to the logic. Listen, I'm doing really well. I could be doing even better and making even more money if I had this, this, and this. And if they trust you to do your thing, they're like, here, they give you whatever you need and keep doing with it. It's time for you to lead a team.
I actually joined Bionic about a year ago. It was a recent transition from running my own company for 3 years to going from the driver's seat into a position where I'm now working very closely with the CEO and COO, but I'm still kind of the third person in there, right? So you're, as much as, you know, the leeway you had when you were running a company, you can lose a little bit of that. You also give up the risks and the sleepless nights, which is the good part about it. But it's a question of how do you manage both, and how do you figure out what's right for you? Do you go back into the driver's seat, or do you kind of, you know, figure out kind of a position where you're in a supporting role?
That is so interesting. I love this question because I had a company for 5 years and then I closed it and I like just looked for a regular job because I was like, benefits and my weekends and my sanity, that sounds so good, right?
Exactly.
But it is a strange adjustment to, yeah, like you're saying, going from being a captain to a soldier.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you a secret. The good thing about startup people, even though we're absolutely manic, is that like startup person 50% is like regular person 100% at work. So I always think you should honor your ambition for sure, but like all the skills that you were like the best at that made you such a great visionary, you can only exclusively focus on and enhance and develop once you're in the soldier role. And that's what makes you so effective and so valuable. So I think that there's the ego component of it where it's just kind of like, I don't know, I just feel itchy, I need to be out in front or whatever, but the muscle is just as important as the talent. And you are talented and you're like a very well-rounded entrepreneur and you're just really valuable to the company. So I think it's important to remember that and also just remind yourself why you're there. And as soon as you've outgrown it, you know, chuck the juices and start your next thing. So what did we learn? Today we talked about the idea that it's totally okay to want more. Never hold back your ambitions for anyone, because modesty isn't doing anything but keeping you from being great. The best way to ask for help is to give your employers a recap of what you've done and why you're so valuable, but also show them a roadmap and lay out your vision for leadership so you can hire the right people and help the company in the best way possible. And third, for all you entrepreneurs out there, when you go on to other companies to make them more valuable, never diminish your entrepreneurial spirit. Identify holes in the marketplace of the new company and make that your side hustle so you can burn off the extra energy. Everything you did brought you to the point that can totally add value to the whole company and the vision to take it where they couldn't. I think it's important that you know how valuable you are and that you could be to any industry. So I think if you look back and go like, where would I want to make the difference? What kind of people do I want to see succeed? What kind of cause do I want to see move forward? You know, like what kind of industry do I want to really be a part of, like being the future of? Like that's totally okay. And you can take those talents and put in your time somewhere and then take it to the next thing. And that is how most people get C-level.